Hello everyone, Dan here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for Thanos #2. This is a book from Marvel Comics. Let's take a look at the creative team before we get into this book. This book is written by Christopher Cantwel with art by Luca Pizzari, Ruth Redmond and colors, letters by Cory Petit. This is part 2 of this new Thanos miniseries, The Return of the Mad Titan. So this is not a book that came out the week of recording this video, but as I have mentioned in other reviews, um, for Marvel books that I'm really invested in, I'll just do reviews whenever I get a chance to catch up on the reading. So even though you may not get them the week of release, hopefully there's still enough people reading these books and wanting to talk about them, because I know I definitely want to talk about them. So I definitely want to keep talking about Thanos, especially after looking at that cover where we know that he's going to clash against the Hulk. I mean, come on. But let me give you a quick synopsis so you can catch up. In this issue, the Illuminati's secret weapon, Hulk. The new Illuminati move onto Thanos to prevent him from destroying the Earth as part of his quest to reclaim his beloved, which means it's time to bring in the biggest gun they have. So, very interestingly, we were reintroduced to a new Illuminati group last issue. Now, I did reach out on social media to Christopher Canwell. He mentioned that this Illuminati is a group that he put together himself for this book. This is not a group that because I hadn't seen the Illuminati in a little while. But of course, whenever you have a threat on the level of Thanos, who else can you bring in? Um, I really enjoyed this second issue. I think the anticipation of having the Hulk show up really helps you build the tension. Of course, we have the town of Fresno just kind of being lifted on the earth, very reminiscent of how the Sokovia was lifted by Ultron in that movie. But we know that this can only end badly if the Illuminati don't get to work really fast. One thing that I find very interesting in this book is the dynamic between the Illuminati, because I feel like everyone in the group is at a very different place, right? Emma and Tony Stark are kind of dealing with the fall of Krakoa. We now have Blue Marvel as part of the team. Stephen Strange has died and come back ever since. And of course, Reed Richards is kind of off doing his other thing. So the fact that they all left whatever they were doing to kind of meet here, and the fact that they are willing to call the Hulk, like, it really raises the stakes. One thing I really enjoyed about this issue was, like I mentioned, as things are happening in the city, and Thanos is kind of looking for Roberta. I believe her name is Roberta, who we have a big reveal of who she really is at the end of the book. Um, we see steps of the Hulk in different states, the ones they've called them. You'll see a little panel on his foot, and we'll see that when we get through the preview art. But just that pacing of, like, here comes the Hulk, and then to kind of blow it off and be like, all right, here we go. Like, the Hulk is here, things are about to happen. So let's take a look at some of the preview art. As you can see, very these pages are very full of things happening, which I think allows you to kind of dive deep into the chaos that's going on here. Thanos from his throne, just like destroying everything, looking for Roberta and the Illuminati. The Illuminati, meanwhile, have to plan. I love kind of how they bicker a little bit because they're not used to working together. Um, I also really like that Iron Man's dialogue is now green with the inverted black bubble. It definitely feels very machine like, very computer like from the 90s. If you Windows 95, if you've been reading that. So hopefully that's kind of what the letter was going for. Cory Petit's very talented, so I would not put it past him. So, and then of course we also get to see the things, the magnitude of this event. It's still on a cosmic level, right? Blue Marvel has to go out and fight with the ship, and then we finally have. So if you look at this middle page here, you just see the Hulk's foot and then Colorado. You see that throughout the issue in different states, which I think is just a fun way to be like, it's kind of like a countdown clock. And then here the Hulk finally shows up. Now, I am not caught up on the Hulk fully, so I don't know how his powers have changed or if the character himself has changed. I know he's kind of fighting monsters at the moment. So I definitely want to go back and catch up on that. But so far in this one, he pretty much seems very straightforward Hulk. we're gonna punch the shit out of each other, him and Thanos. But things always don't, they don't go according to plan unless your plan is Thanos's plan. So I quite enjoyed this issue. I think this is a really fun series. I don't think it's going to be too long of a series. I feel like because of what we learned at the end of this issue, things are about to change drastically. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this plays out. So if you have read this issue, let me know what you thought about it down in the comments. As always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe. Stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here in the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.